So welcome members again to my YouTube channel. My name is Odong Charlton. Do appreciate everyone for liking, commenting, and above all subscribing to my YouTube videos. Please, these videos will help you to learn and perfect you in your research, coursework, whatever course of study you're carrying on. So this time around, I'm going to take you through information sources. Information sources is basically where you obtain your information depending on your area of study. So without wasting time, let me take you to what I saved here so that you can see clearly what I'm talking about. So I'll be taking you today through what they call information sources. Yeah, so this is it. This is my presentation. So I'll be taking you through what they call information sources. So what you should be knowing in this area of study, I'm going to take you through its definition, the types of information sources and their definitions, for you to have a brief understanding of these information sources, so that in the preceding video I clearly now define what the characteristics of primary and secondary sources, their examples and their purposes, so that you can understand how to use them and how to apply them in your research work and in your area of study. So this is basically what I'm going to take you through. So the definition of information sources. These are material sources that provide knowledge on a particular topic. They can be material sources. Different sources provide different knowledge. So these information sources are basically material sources that provide knowledge on a particular topic. It can be maybe your topic of study, your research work. So these are just materials or sources that provide knowledge on a particular topic, maybe particular area of study you are carrying out. So these are just actually materials where you obtain your information from, perhaps textbooks, perhaps maybe you're in Google Scholar searching. All those ones can be examples of sources, because actually textbooks provide a broader understanding of knowledge. So this is basically the definition of information sources. So I'm taking you through the types of Yes, so I'm going to take you through types of information sources. There are only two types of information sources you must know. These ones are primary sources and secondary sources. Only two types. So you should not have the how many types of information sources are there. No, there are only two, which is primary and secondary. So members and my viewers, these are the two types of information sources I have for you. One, primary, as you can see from here. Second is secondary sources. So these are basically the two types of information sources. So I'm going to take you through the definition of primary sources. Primary sources are actually first-hand piece of information or evidence created at the time of event, meaning these ones happen at the time of the occurrence of the event, meaning it is time related. It is actually raw, meaning it is raw facts, meaning it was created at that time when the event occurred, meaning those people who were there who witnessed wrote about it, meaning this is first-hand piece of information. It is not like second-hand piece of information, maybe you got from another person. No, this one is first-hand piece of information or evidence created at the time of event. So that is basically what a primary source is, or primary sources are. So I'm going to take you through another type of information sources, which is secondary sources. Yes, so this secondary sources is actually one that tries to interpret and analyze and summarize primary sources, because the secondary source has a broader understanding, meaning it interprets, analyzes and summarizes these primary sources and brings it into one collection, into one context. So this is what actually a primary source, it interprets, analyzes and summarizes a primary source. So this is actually what we call a secondary source. So you should have a clear picture of these two. The other one, the primary is first hand, then secondary is the one that interprets, analyzes and tries to summarize these primary sources. So this is basically what I have for you in this area of study for now, but in the next preceding video I'm going to take you through the characteristics of these sources, their examples and their purposes in research or in what we call information literacy. So I want to thank you all for watching, liking and subscribing. Please don't forget to comment where you have difficulty in understanding. Please do comment, because it will help me a lot to find where you have found a challenge. I want to thank you all. Remain tuned for the next preceding video. Thank you so much.